What's the motivation to fight Tim Tszyu? Why do you want to fight Tim Tszyu?
It's for you. It's for you. It's for this country, and it's a little bit for me on the note of I signed my contract last year in 2024. I trained hard in preparation for Tszyu, and I popped my bicep tendon in the 11th round of sparring in preparation for that fight. I walked away from big money in Las Vegas, the type of money that makes you want to fight one-handed type of money, okay? Now, at the end of the day, with my faith in the sport, with my faith in myself and my faith in God Almighty, I said, you know what? The Lord is good, and if one door closes, another door shall open. Being here today is the evidence of my spirit, evidence of my resolve to always stay true to oneself, to give you guys the best performance that I can, and not just fight for the money, which is really hard to do at the top level. A lot want to fight for the money. I fight for the glory. I fight for the legacy. I fight because I'm a fighter. And every time Keith Thurman fights, you see the red, white, and blue, because Keith Thurman is living out his all-American dream every time I'm under these bright lights. So at the end of the day, I'm open to any contract right now. You know, Tim Tszyu's not finalized. I know it's very easy to say, it's very easy to talk about. He obviously came off of 2 losses. He needs to get a W, right? I'm over here at Darling Harbor staying at the W. It's a big old W, and Tim Tszyu, he needs to go get his W, okay? So at the end of the day, that's very important. And I can't say without a doubt that if a great contract was to come to me from the U.S., that I wouldn't sign it and not really hold interest in Tszyu. But it was a lot of fun being here in Australia. It was a lot of fun performing under No Limit Boxing. They are doing a fantastic job with promoting boxing in Australia. And of course, I know they would love to see a fighter of my caliber to continue to put on some of the best fights out of any other promotional company here in the country. And, you know, we can negotiate those things if I don't have a better offer that comes to the table.
Is that US fighter?
Thanks, boys. Thanks, that's it for tonight.
How would things have gone for Tim Tszyu had you not got injured in that fight gone ahead? Where would he be now?
I mean, it would have been, it's very interesting, you know. Obviously, we were extremely confident. You know, you can't play these what if scenario things that never would have happened. You know, but at the end of the day, I was fully confident that I was being underestimated at that time by Tim Tszyu, because he was steamrolling through the division. You know, but with the footwork, with the ring IQ, his lack of defense, you know, he pretty much got outboxed because of the distance of Fundora. He had the unfortunate cut on the top of his head. But when you look at how that cut occurred, it cut because Tim Tszyu overstepped. Okay, you can watch the highlight in slow-mo. Tim Tszyu overstepped into the elbow. It's not even like Fundora moved an elbow, raised the elbow. Tim Tszyu ran right into it. And for Keith "One-Time" Thurman, that's enough evidence that he does not have real ring control, which the proper word is called spacing. If Tim Tszyu had good spacing, he would have never been in that scenario. The fact that he found himself in that scenario, if I was in the ring that night, I would have been able to have a better spacing control. I would have been able to take advantage. And most likely, like the left hook that really upset him later on in the year, I most likely would have landed some really nice left hooks, some really nice power shots, which Fundora was not eager to do. Fundora was eager to just box, not get hit, and really just not get hit. You know, and so I think it was a lackluster of an action-packed fight. If it wasn't for looking like a scary movie in Halloween or something, with all the blood trickling down Tim Tszyu's face, I think a lot of people would have turned the TV off. I was surprised he didn't pass out from the lack of blood loss. The adrenaline kept him going all night. He's a tremendous warrior. And then I think his team just did some bad matchmaking, too eager to make him champion of the world again. You just lost your first fight. Showcase his skills and talents. The American fans saw a tough fighter, a good fighter. So just showcase that again. But unfortunately, his team, just like Brock's team, they think sometimes they're like, no, we're going to do this. This is all, we got it. We're going to make this happen. This person's a nobody. This champion of the world, this former champion of the world, they're nobodies, you know? And, you know, sometimes, like I said, there's people who walk around in this world with false views, and eventually they'll wake up to reality.